So we here with my guy Sean Reed, loyalty over royalty. You already know, man. How you doing, my guy?
I'm doing good, doing great actually. Can't complain.
No, that's good, man. I see you on your grind, man. You had new collections out. You've been working hard. I just want to get into like the nitty gritty, how everything got started to transition. Because before this, you was making music, right?
Yeah. I was into music. I was into music heavy. I actually still am here and there, but the fashion kind of took over.
So fashion eclipsed it. So does the music influence the fashion? Does the fashion influence the music?
It kind of go both hand in hand. But I was so focused on music at first, and then I kind of like just got back into the streets, and then it was just like I needed to find a new way, and then that clothing thing just popped up.
Nah, for sure, man. Clothing seems like it's everybody's the top influencers usually have a clothing brand, and then from there, there's significance to themselves. So, what do you see other entrepreneur related things that you're going to use the clothing to provide the platform for, so you can go do other things? Like you think about tech, you think about media. What are you thinking? Possibly a label. You just play the CEO. What you thinking?
No, it's actually it's bigger than that, because as you say that, the clothing line is just a stepping stone for so many different things. It's like, because of the name that I actually have for my brand is like real special. It's actually loyalty over royalty, but it's LOverRBrands, like L over R. So with two R's. So if you want to get technical, it's LOVERR. So that's loyalty over royalty.
Heard you.
So when people tend to see the brand, they tend to see loyalty over royalty, but
there's
a good comparison to the Lover and the loyalty over royalty, because at the end of the day, another thing people don't understand is that without no love, there is no loyalty.
Real talk. Like, I'm taking love over loyalty. I ain't gonna lie to you.
Yeah, but at the end of the day, there's no loyalty without love, because if you don't have, it goes hand in hand. Because if I say I love you and I say I'm loyal to you, then like it's like,
it's
okay,
everything. Yeah, I don't need you to do nothing else.
It's everything, exactly. So it's like, okay, even if you make a mistake, my love is gonna overpower your mistake. So that shows the loyalty.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
That's usually how it's supposed to be family, but then you have those people that's closer to you than what family. So the brand marries that. It shows that.
Exactly.
It shows the progression of those characteristics in the individual.
Exactly. So it's like, you can't say that I don't got no love for nobody, or I don't love nobody, and say that you're loyal. It doesn't make any sense. So you got to show all the love in the world to have any type of loyalty. So if you're gonna say you loyalty, I mean, if you're gonna say you're loyal, you got to show love. You have to.
Yeah, that's usually how it goes.
It goes hand in hand. It goes hand in hand.
So that's a good breakdown for the brand, man. So how long have you had this brand so far?
It's today marks the 3rd year since I've been doing it. So for 3 years.
I remember just watching you, bro, just starting off with just shirts, then from there evolving from the shirts to the embroidery sweats, then evolving from there to whole tracksuits.
It's crazy, because when I first started, it's real crazy. I started, and I actually started around the time that Slow Bucks came out, and it was a hot topic. It was like, everybody had the Slow Buck snails on. So as I was thinking about doing clothes, I had a Slow Buck sweatsuit on.
That's crazy.
So I'm thinking about it, and then I'm like,
and you just see how crazy Slow came. The question is,
crazy.
Did you see how Slow started though? What Slow Bucks really was? Slow Bucks wasn't clothing. Slow Bucks was a platform, and then he changed the platform to just clothing.
Yeah,
because the clothing got hotter than the platform. He made the clothing, so the platform got hot.
Yeah,
but then more niggas he made viral wear. Yeah, meaning he put it on the backs with all his friends that he would get on Slow Bucks TV.
Yep.
But then it was like, yo, I'm selling more shirts, and there's more niggas that want to get on this, because he did it. I remember he put up 100,000. Basically, you submit your video for 100, and you're in the pool to win 100,000 for artist development.
Yeah, that was on his website. I remember that. Yeah, I remember that.
A lot of niggas didn't pay attention to that. Niggas didn't look at that at all.
Nope.
And they didn't even look at the beef with him and 50. How did you feel about that beef with him and 50? How it escalated? Because he was cool with 50.
Yeah, he was. But I don't know. Like I don't really I don't try not to get into that, like the politics of the rap and the hip hop, because like honestly, the more I stay focused on my brand and what I got going on, it's like the further I go and the more I progress.
Facto.
And it goes back to what I was just saying with the Slow Bucks. Like I had a Slow Buck sweatsuit on, and I felt how the stitching was.
Quality. Just and I'm like, okay. Experience. The experience you got with it.
And I'm like, okay, if he could do it, I could do it.
Real talk.
You get what I'm saying? So then something just said, okay, Google some spots. You know what I'm saying? So I start Googling some spots. It seemed like everything just started falling into play. As soon as I started chasing my dream, this is why I tell people, chase your dreams, because everything just starts to fall into play after that. everything starts to fall into play. Once you chase your dreams and then you really start doing your homework, start focusing, start getting tunnel vision, everything just starts to fall into play because you know what they say, like people want to wait on good luck, but men of opportunity are the goddess of good luck. You got to take advantage of your opportunities. If you don't take advantage of your opportunities, how are you going to ever run into any good luck?
True.
It doesn't make any sense.
I don't believe in good luck. I just believe in good timing.
We create our own good luck by the opportunities that we put ourselves in.
That's very
because
true.
On a daily basis, the more opportunities you put yourself into, the more chances that one of those doors are going to open.
Yeah.
So
or all the doors are going to open.
All the doors are going to open. So it's like, come on, get up, do something. Don't sit there and wait for it. Don't sit on it. Get up, make it happen, because something's going to happen for you.
Yeah,
so it's
one way or another.
One way or another.
It's either you're going to wait for it to happen, which is not.
You're going to make it happen. So the ball's in your court. And I tell you, I
remember, who was that? You remember that track where it was, when it was one of the first Dream Chasers, when Meek was like, it's 3 types of people in the world, people that make it happen, wait for it to happen, watch it happen.
Watch it happen, exactly. Yeah.
That was one of my favorite Dream Chasers right there. That joint spoke to me.
It's right there, man. It's right there. You got to stay focused. And then it's like, it's up from there. It's up from there.
Real talk. So you seen what kind of shirts did you start with? Let's talk about the process of starting it. So you had the idea, you felt the Slowbucks brand, you seen the quality, you knew that you was like, yo, let me start with shirts, pass the shirts out, get them around.
It was like, okay, so it was like, I was in the streets heavy. Like I was one of those dudes that was in the streets that like, I was in the trenches.
Real talk.
So, but at the end of the day,
let these niggas know where you from though.
Yeah,
from
I'm from the North End Tiers, Bridgeport, Bridgeport, Connecticut. But it got to a point where it was like I was tired of the same things day in and day out. The running from the cops, the selling drugs, the gotta watch over your back, you can't spend time with your family because you gotta keep running here. And it was like I had to come to a point where it was like, yo, Sean, you can't do this forever. And it was like, all right, boom. I had one vision. I was on vacation with my girl. It's funny because I was on vacation with my girlfriend and I had a vision, like make some t-shirts with positive slogans that people in my hood could relate to. Like the first one that I thought about was like, don't burn a bridge you got to cross later on in life.
Bro, talk. That's gonna always live with everybody.
That's the first one I thought about. But then just like I said, I was wearing a Slowbuck sweatsuit that day and I felt the material. So the vision got larger. As I got that one vision thinking about the slogan, don't burn a bridge that you got to cross later on in life, I had the sweatsuit on. So I'm like, okay, I felt it. I said, what about this? I could get it stitched on instead of doing those. So then it was like, everything just started falling into play. Once I really started tapping into it and really getting into it, it was like everything just started falling into play. And I got tired of the street life. I got tired of it. It was like back against the wall. It was to a point, it was so bad, we could not go outside without getting harassed, pulled over, questioned. It was bad. It was bad.
To the point where you're like,
it was bad. It was like, yo, I need to do something. I know it's not gonna last forever. Something else out there. And it was like we was blinded by the fast life, the drugs, the girls, the hanging out, the party and the bottles. And when we weren't even realizing that it's way more out there.
Yeah, it's beyond.
So it's beyond that. Yeah. So once I tapped into just that little t-shirt thing that little t-shirt thing that I so-called thought it was going to be when I first started. Yeah, and then it evolved into a brand.
So I remember when I first started seeing like, this nigga Sean really got everybody wearing this. Yeah,
because
like, in a matter of like days, like I remember when I first talked to you first, I'm like, I seen him, I'm like, that's dope. I remember I hit you and said, that's dope. Like you just posted like samples.
Yep.
And then from there I started seeing everybody with it on.
Everybody with it because
jackets,
it's kind of like, and another thing I say is because it turned into a lifestyle for me. It wasn't more of, okay, it started off with me just selling clothes. Yeah. It started off me with just, okay, I need to do this to find my way out. I need to sell these to do something new because I don't want to sell drugs anymore. And then I started to realize that the people that were buying it was really connected with it, clinging to it. So they were looking at me as a positive role model. Yeah. So I'm like, okay.
The brand's through you. You live through the brand.
I live through the brand. So once I start realizing that and tapping into it and then growing with the brand, that's how the brand started growing because I was growing with it.
And with the brands you put around it. Because this could be like I feel like this is your street level brand. You got to get that real, you got to get that real lavish brand.
Yeah, that's in the process because it's like in my goals and my business plans, that's all there. Like I'm branching off into kids. Well, I already did this. I branched off into kids, into ladies, but it's also branching off into memorabilia. Like,
oh, I see.
Like loyalty memorabilia. Like say you walk into a
I remember you had that. Didn't you have like home
plaques,
like home decor kind of
goods,
thing?
Yep, plaques,
I
picture
see.
frames. And it's gonna get so big to a point where like I'm gonna do lover banks. People see my like they say your dreams aren't big enough unless they scare you.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking
financial bank.
I'm thinking lover banks.
Okay.
Loyalty over royalty banks where we're loyal to your money.
Okay.
Now just take I'm just giving you that piece. I'm not giving you any more.
No.
Because
right
I want the viewers to really take that and see if they can build it to how I'm trying to build it. But I just want the people to know that never doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself. Never tell yourself that you can't do it. If you think you can't do it, get those negative thoughts out your head. Stay positive, stay focused, stay motivated, stay driven, and stay prayed up, because after that, nothing can stop you. Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to anybody. And he could tell you, because I watched this guy that's interviewing me right now from a long time ago. We met up, and he's still up and running. Like it's the drive in you. It's the drive in you. It's what you want to do. What you know you have to do. When you're tired of doing the same things day in and day out, it's like you're gonna deal with it or the wall, change it. Yep, exactly. Some people don't be changing. They don't be evolving. They don't understand the elevation in life. But I see you. You understand that echelon now. Yeah. You that 1%. Yeah. Everybody at that 1%. You want to be that 1%. I see exactly. Yep. It's like once you tap into it, and it's not easy because you got to stay motivated. You gotta stay in tune with the motivators. You got to stay in tune with you got to watch YouTube. Stay in tune with the positive, because there's so much negative out there that it can quickly throw you off track. So I want to talk about the present right now, man. I like the way everything is going. You already got the brand on everybody back. There's awareness. You got time. You put the effort in. Everybody's aware of this. I want to talk about right now the quality, like you said, the first time you ever felt the Slowbucks material and felt the quality of it. Mm-hmm. I want you to talk about right now where you at quality wise and the elevation of that. Like, I seen you did the more progression. Your slogans have progressed from the first one you said you had in the previous portion of this interview. You said you had the slogans that you eventually started, because there was a logo and then there's a slogan. Yeah. I like the slogan part. I like the logo, but the slogan and what you live through, it's a lifestyle. That more progression hitting right now, the big M. Yeah. You know they had Big C's the champ? You got the big M. Yeah, exactly. I felt I had to do that because it was like, it was what I was going through. It was like I was progressing every single day, and it's like you tap into it, and only the greats will know. Only the great-minded people will know. Like, and I use this analogy sometimes, like the greats, like a Kobe or a LeBron or a Jordan or a Steph Curry, to where every day that they go into practice, that they got that burning desire in their eye to get better every single day. Best person in that room. Best person in that room. I might be there. I'm there. The first person there, and I'm the last person leaving. Every day. Every day. So you know Kobe, that he used to know when you used to leave your house, get to practice, when you was practicing, where you was practicing. Exactly. He'll pull up on you to make sure that you not better than him. Exactly. Like, it. So that's the lifestyle you gotta live. You gotta live through that burning desire. Every day you wake up, I'm gonna get better. I'm not gonna react to that no more. You get what I'm saying? I'm gonna progress. Yeah, and every situation, I got the power to make it positive. So I'm gonna progress. So when I was doing that every single day and waking up and every single day that was going on, I'm like, okay, boom. And then another thing that happened so crazy that it goes back to me saying how everything was falling into play, because I always had more progression on my Instagram bio with the M and everything. Before I even started this clothing, I remember that you had it was emoji. More progression emoji. It was on my bio. Yeah, I remember that. So as I'm doing the clothes and I'm going through the progressing, I looked at my bio. Sometimes I just looked at my bio and I said, more progression. I said, put that on a shirt, a sweatshirt, and the embroidered, fashion, and you had it embroidered. And the fashion sensible guy that I am, I'm like, all right, don't just do it regular. That's what came up with the M. I'm like, I'm gonna do the M and some chenille, and then it just came out. It came out to be a big hit, and it was so crazy that I had only ordered like I think it was like 3 dozen, and the demand was so high after that, and it was like right at the end of winter. So summer was coming in, and it was like I couldn't get any more out there.
I think you need to put more progression.
Yeah. They're coming back
things.
out. They're definitely coming back out. But
shirts is good. Shirts is good, but I think you need the accessories now, bro.
Yeah, the more progression accessories.
The socks, more progression socks.
Because that's what it's about daily.
What about headbands? I want that Supreme kind of thick headband, but I can't find those headbands.
A couple of people asked me about that. I'm working on it. I'm definitely working.
But it gotta be that same embroidery.
It gotta be that. Of course, you have to have the best material.
That's gonna be fire. I'll pay for that.
Best material.
I'm around. I'll pay for that.
Yeah. That's lit. That's another reason why a lot of people started clinging to the brand also was because I wouldn't put anything out that I wouldn't wear. I'm not, and as I was growing up, we always been high on fashion. Like I said, we was in the streets, we was in the trenches. So every day we came outside, we was dipped head to toe. We was going to the store getting fly, new kicks, new J. We was going to the city. We was spending money just getting dressed. So everything just kind of clicked. It kind of clicked.
And you was like, "Why I'm spending money on these clothes? I can make my own clothes. I can do it
myself." So it's like everything just kind of just worked out for the good as I started changing and progressing, and that's where the more progression came from. It was like once I start progressing and really seeing the other side, it was like it was no turning back.
So do you think you're gonna do anything community related, like with your brands, like anything? Like I know you did. I remember when I first seen you started, you did some joint with Jimmy's. It was more of you, but you did a pop-up shop and you gave back book bags.
Yeah,
you made sure that the kids had school utensils, things like that.
It was a back to school give back. We was giving out book bags filled with notebooks, pens, paper, markers, crayons to all the kids in the community because it's like when we was coming up, we didn't have nobody doing that for us. So
Real
it's
talk.
like. It's like
niggas go to school with extra pens.
Yeah, so it's like what better way to give back than to give back to the children? And it's like because when we were there, we were blinded by that lifestyle.
Because you seen the predecessors, you seen who was before you.
Yeah,
there was no right or wrong. So
we were kind of blinded by that. So why not when we progress, show them the right way to do it,
so they could progress.
So they could progress rather
faster, and they know it was right or wrong. So it's more leaders
rather than going the wrong route like we did. So it's like everything kind of happened for a reason. So it's like I don't take everything that I went through in stride. Like everything happens for a reason. So it was like everything I went through, I just kind of take that because I wouldn't be the person I am today, and I wouldn't be saying the things I'm saying today. So everything is a part of everything is more progression.
That's it.
More progression.
So I feel like people they know who you are from here. I just want to do something dope with you, bro. I think we need to do like a more progression documentary or LOverR documentary. I'm willing to do that.
I see all that in my visions. I got so much things coming up in store for LOverRBrands and LOverR since 1985. It's amazing to me. And another thing about it is patience. You gotta have patience. Like don't just think it's gonna happen overnight. You're gonna have the rough days. You're gonna have. Nobody's perfect. It's the same thing goes back to me saying with the LeBron and the Kobe's. They go to practice every single day, but there is some times when they lose.
And miss shots.
There's some times when they miss shots. But they still wake up every single day with that burning desire to win. So that's what you got to do. You got to wake up with that burning desire to win and make it. And then, of course, even when you do that and you lose, you still make some all-star games, right?
Yeah,
you still make the championships.
You're still around.
You might lose some, but it's like you wake up the next day and you go harder. You go harder. Once you got that mindset and tap into that mindset, there's no stopping it. None.
Nah, real talk. I think from here, we need to start working on that. I want you to tell people where they can find you at, where they can get your merch at, if they could directly contact you, go to your e-commerce store. Drop some info.
I'm currently located right now in Bridgeport, Connecticut, downtown Jimmy's, Connecticut. The flyest original hip hop store in Bridgeport, Connecticut. They got the Loyal Chill royalty down there. They got the t-shirts, the hats, the sweaters for the wintertime. Kids, ladies. The LOverR since 1985 ladies just dropped. So be looking out for that too. It's
Can we do a giveaway? Can we do a giveaway though?
Oh, of course. We
need to do a giveaway.
Of course.
We need to do an exclusive giveaway through CT Onlock, sponsored by LOverR. What you want to do?
We could do that.
We got to do a contest.
We got
to set up a contest.
Something, and then set something up because we got CT on lock right now.
Real talk. That's how we moving.
got CT
Until
on lock.
further notice, you already know we're gonna be checking back in with Sean Reed of Loyalty Over Royalty Brands. Make sure you look out for everything that he's doing. Follow him. Go grab his merch from Jimmy's downtown
Yes, sir.
Bridgeport.
Yes, sir.
Website coming soon. You already know.
Keep progressing.
Keep progressing. More motivation, more progression, more money, more wealth.